Koiai, their new album, Come See Me, and the last song, Just Be My Treasure. And before you say it, I know that's not what's on the screen right now. It's the Lisa X band version. Because if you've been following this track by track review series, reaction series I've done to every track on this new album by Koiai, and following the story of why I've started to really fall in with this band and really enjoy them, you'll know that I approached this one and I saw that it said Koiai. In fact, you can see over here, this is the one that we're going to be listening to today, Koiai version. But I don't know the Lisa X band version, so I'm not going to listen to all of this now, but I'm going to have a quick listen, just get a feel for the tone of it. I'm assuming there's a different singer, if it is even someone. I don't really know anything about the Lisa X band except for the fact that Lisa X is in it. So we're going to have a quick listen, just get a feel for it. Then we're going to go over listen to the Koiai version. Apologies if you're a big Lisa X fan, you wanted me to listen to the whole thing. I do get that, but just I want to get because I'm doing the Koiai journey, I want to get the major impact of that version. So I'm just going to get a little feel of this. So I got something comparative to work on. All right.
Even if you're always by my side, I'll never
all right, big singing voice. Alright, this is a very nice chord band. This is a very guitar-led song as you'd expect from Lisa X. Okay. So I'm getting feeling big vocals, a lot of guitar twiddling going on there. More guitar twiddling. Oh, that sounds cool. Okay, first thing I noticed is this sounds much more thickly mixed than the Koiai album. So we're going to have a little listen to the Koiai version now. I don't want to spoil it too much. I just wanted to get a rough feel for the song so we could see if it was something like wildly different. I'm going to scroll all the way back. Oh, how complicated must you be, Spotify? All right, let's have a little listen here. So far, actually, one of the things I've noticed about this album is it's being quite thinly mixed. I think I've pointed out at points that it has the stereo mix has not been very thick, but I think that's been a trade-off for the fact that they're trying to go for a very raw sound, which has been, in one way, it's gained from being quite a raw sounding album, but maybe misses a little bit of the thickness from having a good stereo pan, which I don't think this album's quite had as much. Anyway, I'm going to have some water, and then we're going to jump in. Not to the water, into the song. I think you knew that.
Even if you're always by my side,
very different voice, of course. Yeah, immediately this sounds much more raw. Less sheen, a bit more bite. I gotta be honest, I kind of like that. I kind of prefer it this way.
My heart and then jerk it away. Not even small than ring. Finally you stumped out it. How can I breathe? It's such a nightmare, but right here really. Oh, I come too far. You went so nice to me the night you meant it. You made me
again, the use of the piano. Band has a very clear palette, clear set of sounds they use. It's a very big chorus, isn't it? I felt this is similar feel to 8 AM, very different song. It's about the big chorus. love that. I love how the syllable placement of the vocal rhythm there was really interesting. Changing and moving around over the beat. That chorus really comes in, doesn't it? Okay, so the chorus is big. We've got a minute and a half left. Are we going to get a big bridge? Where are we going to go with this? Very traditional sort of start. And back to, yeah, I was thinking there's not enough time for a big bridge. That was a very short bridge. Nice. Nice drop back in there. This one's an interesting one. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to get the most important thing out of the way. This whole album, 5 for 5, I liked every single song. I am super impressed. I really enjoyed this album. I want to get that out of the way first of all, because I would gladly sit and listen to this entire album again. It was brilliant. It was interesting. Every track was different. Now I've got that out of the way. Let me tell you why this is my least favorite song on the album. Okay, look, as I say, I like every single song on the album. I like this song. There's so many different ways of looking at this, though. If this was to come out of a lot of the other bands who are Koiai's peers, maybe Lisa X Band as well. I don't really know that much about Lisa X Band. I know more by reputation than actual music. If this was to come out to any one of those number of bands, I would say this is a really good song. This is a really good song coming out of any of the bands, of a large number of bands who are doing that particular style of metal. I've heard it referred to as different things, like power metal, all these kind of things. I don't know which is the best term. I think there's way too many metal subgenres as it is anyway. But that kind of sound that is, being popularized by bands like Hagane, the modern version, the current version of Hagane, Love Bites, Lonesome Blue were playing with that kind of thing for a while. There's a lot of bands in Japan doing this kind of sound right now, and if this was coming out from a band like that, I would say this is a really good song. Yes, and it's really good to hear Koiai do such a good job of this. However, I can tell, even if I didn't know this was a cover, I would be kind of sus about the fact that this does feel like it has a very different writing style from any of the other songs that come before it. Now, like I say, Come See Me, the first track on this EP, has quite a different... maybe more I think about it, maybe not, but it has a little bit of a different palette from the other songs. The other songs, Beep Beep, Slip Through, 8 AM, and now Just Be My Treasure, they have a very similar feel to how they're mixed. They got this hard rock thing, but they're written in such incredibly different ways. The thing is that all of the songs have a very sort of dynamic sound to them. They feel like they bounce beautifully between different time signatures. There's changes, there's things. You feel like every few seconds you're being kept interested by something interesting coming along and something new, but it all flows so beautifully. That seems to be the signature of this album. This particular song, it is good in so many of the other ways, but it doesn't have those particular sparks that have made this album so exciting for me. It doesn't really play with too much nuance. There are some nuance. It doesn't have any time signature changes, but you don't really need that. The changes come fairly slowly and predictably in this song. the way that it pays those off is by it builds you up to the chorus. Then when the chorus comes in, it really hits and it's big and it's anthemic. So you get that time, the spring builds up, and then there's that big release in the chorus. So it's not that it doesn't work. It's just it's very at odds with maybe what's going on on the rest of the album. But for me, the biggest thing is that I got to be honest, the bridge. This is the only bridge on this album that I'm like, I'm not sure about that. It's like, that feels just kind of dumped in there between I mean, I love the way the last chorus comes in. I love that it's sort of like you get the slow build up and then bam, it comes in. Love that. But the bridge itself is just like, second chorus ends, solo, stop, last chorus. It feels way too by the numbers for what this album has done so far, which is just genius ways of making songs flow through all different kinds of bridges. This is like a masterclass in how to do loads of different bridges on an album. Technically speaking, I just love this. But yeah, so I'm in a bit of an odds here because it's like, do I judge Just Be My Treasure as just, do I like this song? Yes, I like this song. Would I listen to this song again? Definitely. Has it got a chorus that makes me go, woohoo? Yes, I would definitely go with that. Has it got an energy that it maintains throughout? Yes. Is it quite up to the bar set by the rest of this album? No. But I feel like they've kind of predicated that by saying it's a Koiai version, and it does seem to be from, I don't know if Lisa Expands is still a thing. Again, sorry, I don't have the back knowledge on that. But it seems to be them kind of resurrecting a song that I'm assuming they either liked or was popular from a previous project. So it probably has a lot more meaning if you're already a fan of these guys. If you've been following them from the beginning, if you've been following Lisa X, then you're probably listening to this going, yes, Just Be My Treasure is back. And so that's another level on which I can't really review this fairly, because I think this is probably for listeners who've been much more around and loyal to the band than I have. But just as a first-time listener, this kind of feels like a soft way to end the album. Just kind of like a soft ending. It's nice. Doesn't really have any of the heights of the 4 tracks that came before it, but it's a nice, soft way to end it. And like I say, if this came out from... It's because they've set the bar so high. If this came out from so many other bands, I don't want to throw their name in, but if this did come out from Hagane, I'd be like, really good. One of the best songs on the album. But what I've heard of this album, I'm like... It's the weakest one on there, but it's still good. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with this. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, I will. I am actually thinking for my main channel, because this is my reaction channel that I brought back a few months ago. It's been around since 2019, but I brought it back after we got closed down and everything. I am thinking I'm going to start doing some album reviews of songs that I've reacted to on my main channel, Back of Broadcast. There should also be a link around here on this channel. And I am thinking about doing a full review, proper scripted review, as I tend to do when I really like something, of this album, Come See Me, and talking about it. So if you want to hear my full thoughts on everything after I've had time to think about it and word it properly, do remember to check that out. Remember, this is also part of a track by track, so if you haven't already seen my reactions to the songs that came before this, go check them out. And yeah, that's really all I've got to say about this. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this whole album. I'm going to really be excited to hopefully do a full review of it. Get in the comments, tell me what you think. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, who knows what it might be. For now, ciao, ciao.